little mailbag on today's show. Welcome into the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am Nic Rohloff. I wanted to do this. We haven't done it in quite a long time. Thought it was a perfect time in the offseason to answer some of your questions down below. If you want to be on our mailbags in the future, make sure you're subscribed because when I ask for questions, it's usually on our community page and you can't see it unless you're subscribed. Hit that sub button. First question coming in from Mr. Extreme. In 23-24, the Miami Heat were ranked 25th in scoring, 26th in rebounding, and 30th in blocks. Have the Heat done enough to vastly improve the team as a whole in these three important categories? It's a loaded question, and I got a loaded answer for you. So let's start with the scoring. No, which is why we've been so disappointed in upgrading this team, right? They haven't made a significant move. It's the same team as last year. Now you're banking on the scoring to go up for Miami because of improvements from Bam offensively, a more engaged Jimmy Butler, an advanced Jaime Jaquez Jr., a more consistent Tyler Hero who stays on the court, Terry Rozier for a full year. Like, to improve the scoring for this team, you are banking on massive improvements from everyone on the team last year, which I don't think is the best way to go about that. But to answer that part of the question, no, I don't think they've done enough to improve that part. Rebounding, yes, they have. Adding Kel'el Ware is going to be helpful. I don't know how impactful he's going to be as a rookie, but someone who averaged double-digit rebounds in college and averaged 8.5 rebounds at Summer League. Like, he's going to help this team rebound in a year three, more developed and more accustomed to NBA life. Nikola Jovic, he'll get more acclimated on the board. So I do expect 26th rebounding number to go up. I also expect the 30th blocks to go up because they did improve on the size margin as well. We mentioned Kel'el Ware. He's going to help protect the rim when Adebayo sits down or the two play together. Same thing with Jovic. I think Jovic entering year three, adding more size in that front court is only going to help. But this team is really banking on Jovic's third-year step as well as Kel'el Ware's rookie impact to improve improve rebounding and blocks. So I don't think the team has gone out there and done the right things. They're just hoping that their internal guys and draft picks can really get the job done. Before we move on to more questions, if you want more mailbags, and this is something that you guys like during the season where I answer some questions from you guys around the Miami Heat, show me by hitting that thumbs up icon. Let's say shoot for 250, 300 likes. If we get that many likes on today's show, tells me you guys are liking this content, and we'll bring more. NA1 with a question. How many points per game do you think Bam and Jimmy will have? I've kind of spoke in depth a little bit about how I think Bam is going to improve as a scorer based off what I've seen at Team USA, but as well as him incorporating the three-point shot a little bit more. When he did that at the end of last season, he became more of a well-rounded scorer. If he shoots three-pointers a game, makes one and change, like 1 and 2 threes a game, and shoots 35, 36%, I think Bam will average 22, 23 points this year, which will be a career high for Adebayo. So the three-point incorporation will help Bam average 22. I think that's what I'll go with. It's 22 points per game for Bam. Jimmy, I think he's going to actually lead this team in scoring, and it's been a topic of conversation, but he can opt out of his player option and become a free agent next year. If he does that, he's going to want to get a massive payday, and in order to get a payday, he's got to have a really good year in his final season under contract for Miami, which means I think he's going to be more engaged. He's going to try to stay healthy, and at least when he's on the court in the regular season, he's going to make a better effort at leading this team in the scoring department. So if I had to predict, I'm going to go with Jimmy Butler, 24 points, Bam Adebayo, 22 points. Final answer. Stevie Stevens with a Bam little profile picture. Who is the best player to pair next to Bam? Well, this has also been quite a topic here. Heat front office is going to hope it's one of Kel'el Ware and Nikola Jovic. Either Jovic takes that big-time leap and prove he's the starting 4 and Bam is the starting 5 for the next 7 or 8 years, or Kel'el Ware provides such a major impact as a rookie and develops and showcases all the right traits that they want him to have to where you move Bam Adebayo to the 4 because you feel comfortable with either Ware or Bam spacing the floor with their three-point shot, because Ware could provide elite rim protection and be a really good center in the NBA, which could move Bam to what he thinks is his natural position at power forward. So they're hoping it's one of Kel'el Ware or Jovic, but the right answer is probably Lauri Markkanen. if we're going to be honest. The 7-footer for the Utah Jazz, who shoots 40% from three, averages 25 points per game. Like, yeah, that is a guy that could absolutely be the good four next to Bam for the long term and be the right fit. He could space it. He could score it in isolation settings. He can play off ball. He can defend at an above-average clip. He, in Lauri Markkanen, is what you pray to God Nikola Jovic ends up becoming. As much as I love Nikola, if he reached Lauri Markkanen levels, we would be jumping through hoops. So Lauri's probably the right answer, though. Let me know that answer from you. You asked me, I'm going to ask you. Who would you pair next to Bam for the foreseeable future? Could be a trade for Lauri Markkanen. We talked about Anthony Davis last week. Maybe it is Kel'el Ware. Maybe it is Nikola Jovic. Drop a name down in the comment section. My guy Jay the Fox coming in with a question. Now that Summer League is concluded, who deserves the two-way and standard contracts? Really want to keep Isaiah Stevens on this team. I really would like to keep Isaiah Stevens as well. Right now, at least as we're currently filming this video, the two-way contracts for the Miami Heat are Keshad Johnson, Drew Smith, and Zion Pullen. What should be the right answer is Keshad Johnson, Isaiah Stevens, and Josh Christopher. Now, I would like to get Keshad Johnson on a standard contract. You're allowed to have 15 roster spots. The issue with Miami is that they have 14 currently, and they are right up against the second apron, which means if they signed anyone, vet min, UDFA, to a standard deal, it does not matter who it is. If they make a signing, they will go into the second apron, which they're not doing that for one of these young players. So cross that out of your mind right now. So it's two-way contract or bust for some of these guys. I'm letting Drew Smith and Zion Pullen go. I'm making Isaiah Stevens and Josh Christopher the other two ways with Keshad Johnson. That is how I would like to see it. I think Johnson deserves a standard contract. He just won't get it unless the Heat make a trade and open up a roster spot. All right, make sure you are subscribed to the channel because we have daily coverage of the Miami Heat. No matter what it is, whether it be a video, a live stream, we will make sure you have content surrounding the Miami Heat every single day. I grind my ass off here to make sure you get your content, so hit that sub button. Triple J Enthusiast with a question. What are your expectations for Jaime Jaquez Jr. in year two? Well, they might have taken a little bump up after watching him in Summer League because when he averaged 26 points per game against the Thunder and Celtics in the two Summer League games, he proved to me that I think he's ready to take that next step forward on this Heat roster. And if you watched our video, I actually don't know if it's out yet, but I kind of forgot the timing of this all. But we do have a video coming out soon of ranking every player on the Heat team, and I have Jaime Jaquez Jr., spoiler alert, inside the top 5. And I think he is ready to take another step forward and average 13 to 15 points a contest for Miami. And that's kind of what I expect him to do. I'd like to see his three-point percentage increase, get to close to 37, 38%. He's got good shot form. He just needs to be more consistent on that end. He's already an average to above average defender. Can he get to that above average to really good defender range is what we're asking for, because he is not going to be asked to have that high of a usage rate just yet with Hero, Rozier, Bam, and Jimmy still on this team. But if he's able to become that high level role player in year two and then maybe be that Jimmy Butler replacement when he leaves this team, that's probably the most ideal situation for Jaquez. But I expect him to be the best role player on the squad, be this fourth or fifth best player on the team, average 13 to 15 points a contest with 5 boards, 4 assists a night. I think that's fair for Jaquez. But you let me know your prediction down below. Fill in the blank. Triple J averages blank amount of points in 24-25. If I had to go final answer, I'll go 14. I'll split what I was asking for between 13 and 15. I'll take 14. Vlad Eugene 1387. What do you think about just rebuilding with this draft class? Kel'el Larson, Kel'el Ware, Keshad Johnson, Cole Swider, Isaiah Stevens, though he's not a rookie, Josh Christopher, trade everybody else but Bam. What you think? Vlad, I appreciate your optimism, my friend, but do you really have that much faith in a bunch of UDFAs, a second-round pick, to be the future of the Miami Heat? Like, I like these young guys. They were very fun to watch in Summer League, but if you think those guys can really go out there and win more than 15 games in the NBA, you're sadly mistaken. Yes, I do think a youth movement is going to happen soon, but it's probably going to be around Bam, Jovic, Jaquez, Kel'el Ware. Like, that's what it would likely be. Hero might be out, Rozier might be out, Jimmy might be out within the next 2 to 3 seasons. a youth movement could be happening soon, but including Cole Swider, Isaiah Stevens, and Kashad Johnson on that, as well as Josh Christopher, it's probably a little bit over-aggressive. I'd like to see them have roles on this Heat team in the future. I think they've proven they can, but to build around them, no. It's going to be the Jovic, Jaquez, Ware, and Bam show for the next 6 years. At least we hope. All right, make sure you follow me on Twitter, because if you did not get your question on today's mailbag, well, you can always ask me a question over on Twitter. At Nic_Rohloff is the handle. Talking Heat hoops every single day. And my DMs are open. Never shy to answer you guys if you hit me up with some good questions or want to just talk ball in general. So go follow me over there. See you tomorrow with another video. Go Heat.